Hi, let's start. Let's start, guys. So last class, guys, we have started a Docker file, right? Now, see, guys, there's a requirement to write a Docker file. Say, need to use Ubuntu image. Need to install Apache. Then set up a website. And port 80 expose outside. So this is the requirement. This is the requirement. Basic requirement. So this port and all developer will give you, right? Developer will give you these, right? So we are going to expose port 8, right? So let's start this. So guys, let me update this one. Let me update. Well, let me install Docker as well. Install docker.io as also. So it's saying it's already installed. Now the installation completed. So guys, what is the requirement here? We have to use the Ubuntu image. So then, so here guys, let me refresh guys. Let me refresh the last class. So this is the a Docker file. This is the image guys. This is the container. So guys, did we complete database migration? Sorry, it's not. Okay, sorry, it's not. This class. Okay, sorry. So it's a Docker file. This is the Docker image guys. This is the Docker container. This is the Docker file guys, Docker image guys, Docker container. First of all guys, we have to write a Docker file. Then we have to build it. Build the Docker file, then it becomes Docker image. Then guys, what we can do is we have to run these things. Then it's a container guys, it's a container. So guys, we can upload these things, right? Isn't it? The images guys, we can upload. We can create the free account. We can create the free account. Up.docker.com. So we can upload these ones, isn't it? So this one guys, we have to create a, if you want to upload these things, upload images to Docker, right? So first of all, create a free account. Then create the repository. When you create the repository, guys, it will ask whether it's public repository or private repository. If it's public, guys, then anyone can access your images. If it is private, then people who access your images need username and password, right? Then you can create the repository. Then upload images, guys. Repository. You can upload, right? So, guys, anyone can create a free account from up.docker.com. Anyone can create, right? That is something about the uploading part. We will see shortly how to upload the images, right? We can upload. So guys, now we'll come to the requirement. What is the requirement? This is the requirement, guys. Let me create a Docker file. First of all, we have to use the image. Say from Ubuntu image, right? Then guys, then what? Then run the run. Say, let me put like this. apt run the update the software. So then run apt install Apache. Right? Install Apache. Once you install this, what will happen? What will copy the index.html. Sorry. Start the Apache. Yeah? Run Apache to CTL. Start. I'm not quite sure this command will see that. Right? So Apache CTL. Apache CTL start the Apache. Then copy. So we can use add also. What is the difference between copy and NetXperts? Say if you use copy command, we can copy the file from local computer. That means we can, it can connect with a URL and download, right? So something like this. So let me use copy. You can use add also, right? So copy command. Index.html. Index.html. Right? Say guys, expose port 8. So guys, so we have studied these things, these three commands from last class. What is copy? What is run? What is blah blah thing from and all, right? Say guys, what is expose? What is expose? What is expose? What is expose command? Anyone? This is for the documentation purpose, right? So the expose command, this is for the documentation purpose. We just mentioned the port pieces, right? The programmer will give the port number, right? Port number. You just mention the port number in the Docker file. Okay? It's nothing but this is for the documentation purpose. We use this. That means the port 80 is exposed to outside. Yeah? The port 80 is exposed to outside, right? So give me a second. Give me a second. Say, let me put exposes documentation purposes. Documentation purposes this. Okay. Actually, the programmer will give the actual port. So if you see any Docker file, inside the coding, you can see the ports, the expose ports and all. What you can do is you have to inspect the coding part. Okay. Inspect the coding part. Say if you know the Java, if you know the PHP and all, it's fine, right? But actually, the port, these things will defined by the program. Okay. These things will defined by the program. Say, let me show you something. Let me show you. So I have this one. Let me download one coding quickly. coding, we can find the ports, the exposed port. But here, the Docker file, we just mentioned this the port is for the documentation purpose, right? That means anyone who read this Docker file knows the particular port it is open, right? That is the purpose we use. Now see. Let me access. Let me log into GitHub first. So let me download this one. So if you want to download this one, first of all, install the Git, right? We'll study later what is Git and all, right? Okay, this is the one Node.js application. In the program, you know, there's a place they mentioned about the ports and all. Say, let me. I think it's app.js or something. See here, this is the port number, guys. This is the port number. Don't worry about the coding part, guys. This is belongs to developer. Okay, we just see the coding part and get the port number 9981 is exposed to outside. So in your Docker file, you just mention expose 9981, something like that, right? Right. Don't worry about the coding part, right? Right. So something like that. So write a Docker file like this, right? But you know these commands, say from, run, okay? These things you should know, okay? As a DevOps person should know these things, guys. They're from, run, blah, blah, right? Right, okay. So this is the Docker file. This is the Docker file. Okay. So guys, the Docker file is something like, say, the default name as Docker file. The Docker files, the default name as Docker file. Say, touch Docker file. This is the name. If you want, you can use different name. But if you use different name, then you use -f for the compilation. Okay. Say when you build, right? Say if you use different name, guys. Say when you build, use -f, right? If you use different name, right? Let me go with the default name, Docker file. Create a Docker file. Now the Docker file. Wait. Let me go back. We are in Ubuntu folder. Okay, let me create it. Docker, right? Here you can start to write your Docker file coding part, right? Say here, yes plus in, start to write the Docker file. So guys, let me copy and paste these things since it's a small application, right? Since it's a small one, right? Let me go for this one, guys. Let me go for this. Here, say I'm downloading the CentOS image. I just say run echo welcome or something, right? Say welcome to DevOps. Let me create a folder under home, run mkdir home and the app folder name as app. Say this is just put some echo here. So then put these commands, guys. This is for the CentOS repository. Just copy and paste. Then install unzip. Here, yum install unzip. Then install Apache here. Right? Then install sudo. Right? Then you copy these things. The start.sh in your computer, guys. Now we are copy the start.sh somewhere here, guys. Sorry. Let me put something like working a directory in Docker site. Home is my working directory. So here, guys, we are copying the start.sh from my laptop to this folder, guys. This folder. So start.sh goes to this folder, guys. This folder. Okay. Then we are running these commands. Win bash. So the CMD will execute when you run the container, guys. Right? When you run the container, guys, the CMD will execute. Right? And here we are mentioning the label and just mention the label as the branch development or something. Just give some name, guys. This one is belongs to blah blah thing. Okay? Just give the label and environment variable, guys. Okay. Just put something. Okay. This one is not must, guys. Just leave it. Right? Say let me copy and paste these things. Docker file. Say something like this. Something like this. So this one we are running for the repository purpose, guys, right? Right. 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 Save these things. Let me create a folder here. You see, sorry. Let me create a file. Start.sh. Shell script. Okay? This is the shell script. Okay. sh. Right. Touch start.sh is here. Open start.sh. Here, let me write like this. Sudo systemctl start HP. Something like this. Right? Something like that. Start the Apache. Yeah. So when we make this one, when we make images, these things also copy, right? Whatever these things in my laptop, it also copy, right? Say, let me systemctl start HP. you don't know, just type in the Google, right? Say how to start Apache, blah, blah, blah. Now see guys, Docker file is fed. Now let me create the images. Let me create the image. What is the command to create the image? What is the command? The build command. Right? Docker build -t and give a name for the image. Say, let me put demo image, right? And dot mean Docker file is inside this folder. Docker file is inside this folder. So if you use different file name, then you use -f and mention the file name, right? Since it's a default file name, Docker file, then you use dot, right? Dot, something like that. Let me enter here. Now we are creating the image. Now we are creating the image from Docker file. So guys, now we have completed this. So now we have created this image. Now we have created this image. Then we can create the container from this image. And we can create the container from this image, right? Now see guys, the last part is running. So guys, now we have created the image. Now see, you see some warning message, guys. It's okay. You see here, there are some warning messages. It's okay, guys. Don't worry about this. Right? So now we have created the image. The image is okay. This is the image we have created. A demo image is the latest version we have created. The image is ready, guys. Now you can run the container. What is the command to run the container? Docker run. Just put the name. NetXperts or something, whatever you like. Interactive, right? Just put interactive. Interactive or whatever thing. Say bin bash. Right? Bin bash. So let me check. Docker run is a command. Interactive. And the name of the container. And the bin bash. Right? Yeah, just enter. Say invalid reference format. Docker run. Something wrong. Well, let me check. So guys, what is the issue, guys? What is the issue here? They mentioned the image name. What is the image name we have created? This is the image name we have created. Just mention the image name, guys. From this image, we are creating this container, right? The image is missing. Now we are inside the container. Now we are inside the container. Inside the container. Right? We are inside the container. Say just type jump update. Now, guys, we already updated, guys. We already updated. See, we already updated. See, this update. Wait. Give me a second. First of all, let me check this folder is there. Home app. There's a folder called home app is there. The app folder is there. Right? Here you see the app folder. So let's see. Let me go to. So we have installed HTTP. Let's see is there. So what I can do is, so check something like this. System TTL status HTTP. Saying the booted with these things can't operate, fail to connect bus. Okay. So let me install this. Here we have installed these things. Working directory is app. Here we have, let's see, we have copied the start system. We will see what is the issue. This we will see. Later we will see what is the issue for this one. Right? So let me install Apache. The installation already completed. See, when I start to install Apache, it's saying already installed. See, so we already installed, guys. We already installed. The image contains the Apache already installed. Right? So I say when I start these things, let me start Apache here. See, let me check the command. I'm not quite sure the command. Let me check the right command. So this is the right command. The command is okay. Yeah. So this Linux issue. The system has not been booted with the system D as init system. Okay. I think the software is not there. System CTL, right? No, system CTL is there. So actually it's a Linux issue. Anyway, we'll check this issue. say what is the issue for this one. Thing one directory is missing is a Docker file. Sorry, it's a container. Right? So let's check this directory. The services are there. The thing is the directory is missing, guys. See, nothing is there. Only readme file is there. Right? So we have to install this one separately. Right? This init separate, like RCDC, right? So this is the Linux issue, not Docker issue. So this file there's no services here. There's no services, right? So then we have to install init separately. Right? Right? So that's what it's saying. Anyways, let's see any other way to resolve these things. Go install the init part separate. Okay, guys. So guys, if you resolve, it will take some time, right? So anyway, I leave this part. It's a Linux issue. So guys, this is how we make these things, guys. Docker images. Okay? So these images, guys, we can upload to this one, Docker Hub as. First of all, create free account, right? Let me show you how to upload these images to Docker Hub. Let's see. Say here, if you say Control P, Control Q, you back to the console, right? Say just Docker images. You can see the current images. This image we have created, guys. This is okay. This is the image we have created, demo image. The image name as demo image. Demo images. Let's see how to upload these things to Docker Hub, right? Right. So let me log into dockerhub.com. Here you can create free account, guys. This is the site hub.docker.com. Now see guys, I have created a repository. This is the repository I have created. Okay. Go to repository and you can create free repository, guys. Right here, create repository. It will ask whether it's public or private. Right? Choose one of these things, then create repository. Right? Here I have created. Right? Say guys, this one is my account name. This one is my repository name. Right? This is the account name, guys. This is the repository name. Right? You use this command to push the images, guys, to dockerhub.com. Docker push and the image. The image name should be something like this, guys. The image name should be something like this. Should be something like this. So our image name is like this. What is our image name? What is our image name? This is our image name, guys. Demo image is the image we have created. Right? Just copy these things, guys. Paste these. Right? So first of all, we have to change the name, guys. Okay? The naming convention is something like this. This is the naming convention. First of all, change the naming convention something like this. Okay? Let me change the naming convention, right? Say Docker tech. Say put something like this. What is this name? This is this name. Okay, let me change this name something like this. Let me put the tag name as demo image, or you can put the versions as well. Version 1, version 2, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, like what you can, right? It should be something like this, right? Just enter. Now see, images. You can see the new name. This is the tag we have given. Okay. Before you upload the images to Docker Hub, what you can do is first of all log into this site. Just type Docker login. So it will ask the username and password. Say my username as this one. This is my username. So it asks the password. Let me give the password. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me copy and paste the password. Enter. Oh. Give me a second. So guys, here I logged in. I say login succeed. Login success. Right. So let me upload this image. Let me upload this image. Let me upload this image. Right? So this is the command. This is the command, guys. Docker push the image name. Right? Say Docker push, and this one, and you just mention the tag name also. This is the tag name we have given. Say let me push to Docker Hub. Let's see. Now I'm pushing, guys. Now I'm pushing to Docker Hub. Now see. Now see. Let me refresh here. You see the image comes here. This is the image we have pushed here. This is how we push the images. We push the images. It's a public, right? Anyone can view your images. It's a public repository. Anyone can view. This is the command, guys, to push the images to this one. Now images are somewhere here. We have pushed the images. Right? Clear? So if you have any question, please. There's a question here. Right. The question is, okay, how to convert the containers to images, right? Isn't it? Okay, right. Now see, there's a question here. How to convert these things to images? So we can convert these. Say what you can do is we just type commit. Then you can convert these things to images. Say let's see, guys. Let's see. A Docker PS. You can see this container is running. This container is running. Okay. If you type PS, you can see the running container. So these are the running containers. So what you can do is just say Docker commit and the container ID. Just type the container ID. Container ID, yeah. Container ID. And the image name as you go with. Say just say new demo image or something. You can put your name as to like, right? Enter here. So now we have converted these things to image. Say just say Docker images you can see this is the image we have created from the container. From the particular container, guys. This image we have created. You can see the new image is from the container. From the container also we can create the image. Then we can upload these things, right? Okay. Let me upload these things. Before upload, change the name. Say what is the command to change the name? Docker attack. Put this name. You can put the version also, whatever. Let me type the same name, new demo image or something, right? Just change the tag. Say Docker push. These things you push to Docker Hub. The name you copy, enter here. Then we can push these things to Docker Hub, right? Now we can push it. Just go here and just say refresh. You can see there. So this one we can push it first. Any part of the world, person can download these things. Person can download these things. How to download? Just type Docker pull. We have seen these things. These things we have completed. Docker pull and the image name is the image name that you uploaded. So okay, let me delete this image. Docker RM. Let me delete this. Let me check new. Wait. Sorry. Docker RM. Wait. But we have deleted the image. No such image. All right, okay. Say Docker RMI. Let me delete this image. This one. Let me delete the image. Now check Docker images. Now the particular image has been deleted. See, there's no image here. There's no image. So if you want to delete this one, what is the command? Docker RMI and the image name. This is the image name. This is the image name. Just copy and paste this image. So it also delete Docker images, guys. So it has been deleted. It has been deleted. Right? Say, let me delete this as well. Docker RM and delete this as well. And correctly as well. What is the tag name? Demo image. Now put now say Docker images. Here we have only 2 images, guys. Let me download one of the images, guys, from here. Right? Say what is the command? Docker pull and the image name, right? Say Docker pull and the image name. This one is my account name. This is the repository name. This is the image name, something like that. Enter here. Now we are downloading. Now see Docker images. Now you can see the images. Now we have downloaded. Right. This is how we upload the images and download the images, right? All right. So meantime, you can see the sample Docker files, guys. Go to Google and search sample Docker file. Say sample Docker file for Java, or just put sample Docker file, whatever. You can see the sample Docker files. So it's a JSON. You can see the sample Docker file. Say from get the images from this one. Say run this command. APK blah blah things. Working directory, guys. Current working folder. Copy dot dot dot. That means sorry. Give me a second. Right. Say whatever in your computer current folder you are copying to this app folder, guys. Dot dot app folder. This one is your working folder, and you run blah blah things, and you are running the cmd command and expose this one, something like this. Docker file. You can see some other Docker file as well. Best practice for writing a Docker file. Just say getting the image from these things, the copy to these things, the run these things. You are running a command, Python command. You see here the reference and all. Please refer these things as well. So when it comes to build, just type Docker build and build it. Here you see the blah blah things. Just have a reference, guys. Just have a reference this website. It's ideal Docker site. Say what is from, what is label, what is run command, what is run, apt. Just have a reference for these things. Using pipes and all. The CMP expose is there. Environment variable is there. Say add and copy. What is the difference between add and the copy? The entry point, volumes, user. You can define the username. Now see guys, when we run these things, you can see the user. Now see, say let me run one image. Say Docker run. Let me run this one. Sorry, I didn't put interactive, right? So wait. Interactive minus IT. Just access the container into interactive. Let me change the name. Right. Guys. Now we're running as root user, guys. Now we're running as root user, right? If you want, you can change the username. How do we change this one? How do we change? Go to the Docker file. A Docker file, guys. Just enter. Just come here. Somewhere. Just type user. Then type your name. Say Kamal or some. Put something like this, right? Right? Okay. So you can define the username, right? You can define the username, right? Then run particular command as particular use, right? Username. Working directory, guys. We have learned these things. Working directory, not here. Working directory, guys. So we can learn this. Right. Example of Docker file of image. Say you can see these are some images, right? Say Go language. What is Go, guys? So, what is Go? What is the Perl? And this is the Google language, Go language. Right? Say you can see some samples. Say let me go for Perl and all. Just have a reference this site. That's here you can see some Docker file supported. That's just click here. You can see some sample Docker file, guys. Say from this image. just put the label for the reference, right? The maintainer, blah, blah, thing. Maintainer, your name, blah, blah, things, just put something. Then you copy the folder, then working directory run command. You can run multiple commands, see? Run multiple commands, working directory CM, something else. Then you are running these things. Run this command. Right? So, say if you use CMD, guys, this will execute when you run the container. These commands will execute when you run the container if you use CMD here. So when you make images, this command won't execute. Very important concept, guys. So when you create the images, guys, this command won't execute. But when you run images only, this command will execute whatever you put in the CMD, right? Right? But these things, say if you use a run command, so when you create images, it will run all these run command, guys. Run command. But CMD, when you create the container only, it will run these things, right? Very, very important part, right? So guys, say just have a reference, this one, just have a reference. These things we will learn, these things like the Git and all we will learn separately, guys. Okay? There is a separate module for Git and all, we will learn separately. Right? Here we can upload the coding and all, right? Here we can upload the coding and all, right? Git. Right. So guys, any question on this? Any questions on this? Learn something about these things. Give me a second. Give me a second. Now see guys, finally, let's see finally in a Docker file, there's a small exercise. Now guys, I have downloaded this one, guys. This is the Node.js application. The Node.js application. You can download these applications from somewhere here, guys. Git, you can download the application. Here, you can download some application. Say if you say Java, you can download the Java code. let's say, well, let me show you. Okay, you can download some Java coding. Java code. Say what you can do is just go to code, just copy these things and type like this, a clone and the URL. You can download this coding. You can download this code. Enter here. Now we have downloaded. What is the Java coding? This is the Java code. Say LSMC. You can see Java web is there. Okay. Likewise, you can download some application or your programmer will give you some application. Okay. The developer gives you some application, guys. What you can do is you convert that to Docker file, guys. You have to convert that application to Docker file, guys. Let's see how to do it. So this is the Node.js application, guys. Node.js application. Let me convert this as Docker file. Okay, right. Let's see. The Docker file already there. Let me go for the different name. Touch Node.js Docker file. You can use different names. The default one is this one. The default one is this one, guys. Let me go for this name, right? Or let me open this. Let me start to write a Docker file for the application, Node.js application. Right? Say what you can do is from, say, let me download first. Okay. Let me download one Node.js image. Say, let me put Node 1.2 or 1.3 or 1.1. No? Okay. Let me go for 12 version or 1.3, whatever version you do, you can go for it. Right. Take the image first, then run this command. mk dir create a folder. First of all, let me create a folder. User application or something, whatever folder you can create. Okay. In this folder, we are going to run the application, guys. Huh? Right. Enter. This is our working folder. Working directory as USR. Working directory. Here we are creating the folder. Here we are going to work. In this folder, we are going to work. Huh? Right. Then say, copy my Node.js application is inside my computer. Right. Put it to this folder. Oh, what you can do is just type USR app, something like this, right? Or just put something else. Say it should be capital. No? Sure. It should be capital. Then run some say npm install. Run the dependencies for Node.js, right? Okay. Right. Say cmd. Then run the application. So just type node app.js. This file we have this file we are going to run app.js. Say something. Okay? That's all, guys. That's all. So these are the Node.js command. The developer will give you how to run these commands and all. Okay, don't worry about that. Right. Say, let me check app.js. Yes, is there. Right? I say this. Go to the application. Node.js application. Say LSNC app.js is there. We are running this one, this file. That's all. These things instructed by the developer, right? Right. So LSNC. So let me come back. App.js, everything fine, everything fine. Let me build the image, guys. Let me build the image. How to build the image? Docker build. And the image name, say Node.js application or something. Space. Don't type dot, guys. It's a Docker file. Type dot. It's a different file. The file name is different, guys. The file name is different. Go for -f. -f. What is the file name? Node.js Docker file. This is a file. Give like this. Give like this, guys. Docker build and the image name and the file name. Right? Just run it this one. Just build it this one. Build and see. Oh, one argument as well. Build an image from Docker file. Okay, but we have given -f. So so put dot as well. That means that this one is inside this folder, right? Put dot. Now see, guys, we are creating this image. Or what you can do, you just give the correct path. Okay, this correct path, right? This correct path. Now we are creating. Now you get some error message. So okay, right? Now we get some warning message, right? We get some warning message. So now see, Docker images. You can see Node.js image is there. Node.js image, right? So here, guys, just give the path of this thesis. What you can do is just give the correct path. Say just put something like this, say home Ubuntu is a Docker file, something like that. If not, what you can do is just mention the Docker file that you have created. Then say this Docker file is inside this folder. Then dot something else. Okay, put something else. Right? It is a default Docker file. Just remove this one. Okay. This one is not must. Don't use -f. It is a default Docker file. Okay. It's a different file. Use -f. That is must. That means this file is inside this folder, something like that. Now see guys. Now we have created the Node.js application. The latest version we have created. By default is marked as a latest. Right? Latest. Okay. So now see guys, this is the application. This is the application. This is the image of the application, guys. This is the image of the application. Okay. Say if someone gives any Java application or Node.js or blah blah things, this is how you convert to image, guys. This is how you can convert to image. See the coding. So this is how you convert to images. Right? These things you ask from the programmer. These things you ask from the program. Right? Now, guys, we have completed Docker file. Another small part is there, guys. That is known as Docker Compose. Docker Compose. So if you want to go for multiple container, better to go for a Docker Compose concept. Now see what is Docker Compose. Right? Now see what is Docker Compose and all. Say, let's see, this is the bulky application. It's a bulky application. So what we can do is this application, we divide it into multiple components. Say, let's see, this is the payment gateway application or something like that. Payment gateway application. Right? This is a very big application. So management purpose, what we can do is we divide this application into multiple containers. There is the login is separated. The sales is separated. Sales module is separated. Payment gateway application module is separated. A database is separated. Likewise, we divide it into multiple modules. Okay. Now say this is the login is separated. It's a login container. This is the say sales or something, sales container. This is the database DB and all. So this is the payment gateway application. We have divided these things to multiple containers, guys. Multiple components, guys. Very big application. We divide it into multiple components. Multiple small module. because of management purpose. Say here, if the application is like this, when we troubleshoot, we check all the coding part, isn't it, guys? When we troubleshoot, we access all the coding. Here, when we troubleshoot, we access the particular module only. Say login or database or sales or big thing. Okay, G6. Okay. That's what we divided these things to multiple components, guys. Okay. Management purpose. Easy to manage these things. Right? That's what. Then we run all these modules into separate containers. Then we make the connectivity between these containers. Right? We can make connectivity, guys. Something like this. These things known as loosely coupled. Loosely coupled. Right? So what we can do is create the Docker compose file. This is known as Docker compose file. Docker compose. It's a Docker compose file. Here we start to write about these things. The login coding, login container. Then we start to write the sales container. Then we start to write the database container. Then we start to write the payment gate, whatever order you can write. Programmers will create the login module, sales module, blah, blah, this. You have to write the coding for the containers. Okay, coding for the containers. Right? Let's see the sample coding. So these things are in the YAML format, guys. Very easy language. Say it's in the YAML format. Say what is YAML format, guys? YAML format. What is JSON, guys? JSON. So Amazon and all, they use these things, guys. Say YAML, JSON and all. Why they come with these languages, YAML and JSON? It's a kind of translator, guys. It's a kind of translator. Say something like this. Say, let me the banks and all, they relay with these languages, guys, right? Say, guys, say for example, say, let me put it this way. Now see. Wait. Give me a second. Now see, guys. This is the sale and bank. This is the bank of Slough. The bank of Slough. This is another bank. Right? So there's a requirement. These people say say LAN bang is there. And here we have a BOC is there, bang of here they use the different systems. Say they use the Windows and blah blah things blah. Here they use the Linux and their API and all are different APIs, right? They use different API. They use different API. Then how these BOC communicate with say LAN bang? Say then they use the common protocol known as JSON guys. Yes. Right? Yes. Very easy language. So without JSON and all, this communication is not possible. But communication is not possible. YAML also, right? It's a kind of translate. It's a kind of translate. Whatever he is telling, he's going to translate to this person. Whatever he is telling, he's going to translate to this person. Something like this. So YAML also something like this. It's a YAML language. The YAML is something like this, guys. Let me show you the YAML. Say YAML is something like this. It's a YAML format. The Docker compose in a YAML format. Say, let me copy and paste these things, guys. Oh, wait. Before that, say here a Docker compose. First, you define the services. Just say define the services, application service and database service. Just define the services first, right? Then you define the containers, container, then you define the images. That's all, guys. This is the Docker compose components, services, container, images. Let me copy and paste here. Just type like this. Say YAML file. Okay? Say now here first of all divide the services. Say application service and the database service. So define the services. Just define. Just give any name. Now see, guys. Then the container name. What is the container name? The container name. The image name. What is the image would you like to go for? The image name, guys. Is the image for the database, is the image for the application. This is the database connectivity is there. This is the database guys. This is the database connectivity is there. Right? And the port number guys, port number defined somewhere here guys. Applications container. This is the one exposed to outside the port number. This application container depends on the database container. That's all guys, that's all. Right? First the application container is there. Then here we have the database container. Right? And this is the connectivity guys, the application and the database connectivity. Application side we expose port 80 guys. We have 2 ports here guys, we have studied. This is the container port 3000 is mapped to Docker host port 80. The port mapping is there. This container is depend on this container guys, this, right? That depends on. And this is the database container name and the image. Right? Something like this. This is the YAML format guys, we will learn YAML format. Very simple language. Right? Say YAML form. Right? Here we can write multiple containers. One file, we can write multiple containers. That's what is named as Docker Compose. Say container 1. This is the container 2. Likewise, container 3, container 4. Right? Likewise, we can write multiple containers. Guys. Multiple containers. Okay. Say let's save these things. Let's save these things. The Docker file is something like this guys, Docker compose.yml. This is the standard name, Docker compose.yml. Here we can write multiple containers guys, multiple application guys. We can write login containers, sales containers, database containers, payment gateway containers. Here we are coding the containers, not coding. Coding part belongs to developers. Here we are writing the containers. See? Containers. First we define the services, blah blah things, right? So we do more things on this one when it comes to projects. Right. Now see guys, now what I can do is, so let me change the port number, say because let me go for different port number, because if Docker host uses this port number, then we can access. That's what I am changing the port number, different port number. Right. Now see guys. Docker compose up. Now run this file. Run this. When you run this file, it is going to get the images and create the containers. That's all. Now see guys, say Docker compose up. Now just observe. Say it's creating the container and connect to the databases. Now they say is saying something like this. Now this application is up and running. Guys. Let's confirm. Let's confirm this. So what we can do is get the public IP of the instance. This is the public IP address. Say the Docker host port is 8080. Isn't it? 8080. Just enter. Now the application is running, guys. Application is running. Say let me confirm this one. Say let me upload a file here, guys. Let me upload the image. You can just download one image just quickly. So let's check whether the application is working or not. Just put some car or blah blah. Go to the application. Go to the applications and let's upload the file and see. Say let me click publish button. Now see guys. Application is working, guys. Application is working. If you upload, it will publish somewhere here. Guys. This is a Docker Compose, guys. Behind this application, 2 containers are running, guys. 2 containers are running, guys. Behind this app, 2 containers are running. What are the containers? Application container and a database container, right? Say, suppose if you down this one, you won't access this one, right? Say, now see guys. Say, let me press Control C, cancel this. Now say, stopping the containers, stopping this one, and it's going to stop this as well, right? I just press Control C, right? So it's done, right? Done. Let me access this application now. Containers down, guys. Containers down. Let me up the containers. Let me up the compose file. Now the containers are start to run. So what I can do is let me refresh. This one is with advanced things anyway, right? Now see, we can run this. Let me answer the question. Yes, which part? Okay, so guys, the containers are, see guys, now see. See, let me press Control C. Let me stop the containers. Say go to the Docker Compose. Here the application is here. The image is to come with the application. So the developer, they create the coding part. They create the coding part and hand over these things to DevOps person. He is going to create the Docker file, right? Docker file. Say as we did something like this. This is the application, guys. This is the application. Here the coding part is there. From here, we can create the Docker file. Once you run the Docker file, we can create the containers, guys. Containers. Okay. Blah blah. Once you create the images, we can upload it to one of the repository. Okay. So it has all the coding and all. It has all the coding and all, guys. Now see, guys. So this image has all the coding part. Let me show you. Say Docker Compose. This is the coding part, image part, guys. Okay. This image comes with all the coding part. This is the container, guys. So this image comes with all the database part. This is the database containers. Okay. So these things done by the developer or programmer, right? This image, you get the image and create one compose file, right? Compose. Okay. This is the same as something like this, same as something like this. So if you here you see all the coding. See, let me go to this one. Say ls and see here. You see all the JSON coding, blah blah. Script are there, right? Blah blah things. So now project.js, JavaScript, blah blah things. Okay? This is the coding part, guys. Coding part we convert to images. Now see, guys. Say now see. We convert to images something like this. From the images, we are creating the content. From the images, we are creating the content. Any question, guys? Anyone? Any question? Right? No. Anyway, we'll write 3 or 4 Docker files, right? Docker compose file. Huh? We'll write 3 or 4 Docker compose. Okay. So, guys, meantime, we'll learn what is YAML language. Very easy language, guys. Very easy language. 5 minutes enough. 5 minutes is too enough. Learn YAML, guys. Very easy language. Right? But so, guys, any question? Guys, any question on this Docker Compose? So Docker Compose, guys. Is that your question? What is your name? Harsha.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Right. So, guys, next one, guys, we are going to learn a very complex concept. Guys. Don't cut any classes, guys. Okay? the concept known as guys Kubernetes, right? Very, very, very important part, right? So, right, Kubernetes guys, right? So guys, so if we start these things today, we need some time to complete, right? So it will take around maximum 2 sessions, guys, to complete these things. So then we planning to start Kubernetes on next Saturday, guys, right? Very, very important chapter, right? All right. So guys, meantime, any questions on this? Any questions? The Kubernetes is a management part, like Docker Swarm. Docker Swarm also is a management part. This one is a bit advanced, guys. Kubernetes, right? So we'll start these things on coming Saturday. Kubernetes. So the chapter is bit the lengthy, guys, right? The lengthy part. So then we'll put it on coming Saturday. So okay, we'll put it on coming Saturday, guys. So guys, meantime, any questions today, guys? Any questions today? If you have any doubts today, we have completed the Docker file and Docker compose, right? Both. Right. Right. So guys,
Yes. So one question, this is not regarding this today's lesson, but this is regarding this AWS account. Is there any fixed subscription for a monthly subscription regardless of the services we use?
Amazon, right?
Yes, because last month I was charged $5 or something, because although I have used some free tier servers, EC2 services.
Even though you use free tier service, the thing is, say if you run more than 750 hours, then Amazon will charge. Say what you can do is do stop and start these things. You stop and start these things. Otherwise, Amazon will charge. Say now, see, let me show you. Say AWS free trial. Right? Now see, Amazon clearly mentioned these things. Says free trial, 12 months free account, okay. Monthly, say if you go beyond these things, 750 hours, the EC2 instant service, then Amazon will charge, even though it's a free trial. See? So that is a thing. What you can do is you stop and start these things. So what I do is I just stop and start these images. Then Amazon won't charge. If you run these things, then Amazon will charge. Better to go for T2 micro. Don't go for any other platform. Say what you can do, you just you say if you say sometime if you go for the platform, you can change the hardware. Say what you can do is just stop these things, choose the instance, say choose the instance, say just go for advanced instance settings. Wait. Let me stop this. Now still is stopping. This one is free. T2 micro is free. But if you go for these things, Amazon will charge. Right? Right. Let me go for this. Say go for the instance type. Here you can choose the instance type. Say if you run any other instances, any other high level instances, then you change this one, the T2 micro. Okay. Like this, right? Say don't go for these ones. Meantime, don't go beyond these hours. 750 hours. Then Amazon will charge 750 hours free trial account per month. Per month, you can use this much of hours. Right? Say per month, if you go beyond this much of hours, then Amazon will charge $0.01 or something. Right? Say you can see, you can calculate the pricing and all. Say, you see here. Say just blah thing, just go visit instance. Say here, say, see, you can see the charges and all that. But here, then I can calculate the charges per month, per day or something. You can not per day, per month. Per month. Say if you go for this hardware, say let me go for, I would like to go for 2, and this one is 4 GB RAM, right? So quick estimates, just show calculation. You can see here, the monthly Amazon is going to charge this, right?
Okay.
That's it. Okay. Don't go beyond 750 hours. Right? That's the thing. Right. So, right. Blah blah. See, 750 hours in per month. See. So they have clearly mentioned like this. 750 hours per month of Linux, blah blah things. Say, even you if you use T2 micro or T2 nano, Amazon will charge. Right? T2 micro. Since this thing is free, if you go beyond, Amazon will charge. Right? Right. So that's the costing factor, right? Right. So then, guys, we will wind up the class. Then we will meet on coming Saturday same time with Kubernetes. Okay. Then, guys, goodbye and good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Night.